Whoop. Sorry for the jiggle and the wiggle. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Hope your Friday is going well. It's actually raining here today. I'm so surprised. It's been so nice for so long. Okay, just waiting for my computer to catch up so we can get things started. Let's see. There we go. All right. I'm going to scoot this up a little so that way I can make sure I'm on camera as much as possible. Alrighty, so what are we talking about today? I was watching some YouTube videos and I think it was Gina K that I saw this and I thought, okay, well, how can we incorporate it to Close My Heart products? So we are starting with a thin cut that cuts out the whole cardstock base, you know, the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, or you can do one that's a little smaller, but you need something that cuts out in the middle, okay? And this is still available. It's the circle lace background. It also had thin, can't find my words today, stencil with it, so you could color in those holes. And it is CC9229. Now you will find this online. Okay. So I'm starting out with, I know I'm bringing in contraband. Nobody yell at me. You need some kind of platform that you can precisely put your image because you need 2 of them. Okay. And I have a Tim Holtz, so that's what I'm going to use. So I've got this down in the corner and I've positioned my stamp where I want it. And the other good thing about this is that because I'm using black ink, if my image doesn't come out correctly on the first go round, which it didn't, it's a little bit light right there. Bring the light in. Oh, I'm sorry about the little halo that you can see up here from my trying to get more light because it is kind of drab today. So, sorry about that little ring light that's giving a little halo. So I'm going to stamp this again. Get a good image. So again, we want 2 of those. Peel this off. Alright. Clean that up. A little chamois action. Actually, my chamois is pretty wet. Let's pick up the rest of that. Okay. Let that out of the way. We don't need that anymore. Okay. So we've got our image, and you want to let that dry if you're going to add another color. I'm adding honey butter. So, again, we need 2 of those, right? Okay. One we're going to leave whole, and one we're going to thin cut with our thin cut, but it ends up looking like this. Okay, so the reason why we needed that is because we needed to perfectly match up. So, and I also cut 2 of these. 2, 3, whatever, how many layers you want, it just makes it look better. Here, let me see. Let's see. 1 layer gives you kind of a little bit of a look, but not much. Okay, let's get my light up a little bit better. There we go. That's a little better. Hold on. Wow, it's really dark in here today. Okay, now I can see where I am. So 1 gives you that look. 2 layers. Oops, sorry. Computer decided to come on. 2 layers gives you a little more depth, but because I'm adding this to a cardstock, I don't want to go any more than 2 layers. But if you were, if this was your base of your card, I guess you could add 3, because that really gives you some depth. Okay, but for today, since I didn't add it to my cardstock, I'm just going to glue 1 together. Okay, but before I do that, I am going to give this one some color behind it. Okay, so we cut one out with a thin cut, we cut one extra thin cut, or no, we cut two out, we thin cut one, we have one extra thin cut. Oi. My words are, as Susan would say, hard today. Alright, so we're going to take our honey butter, and what I want to do is kind of start in the middle dark, and then fan it out as we go out. Okay, and this didn't dry as much as I wanted, so I'm picking up a little color, but that's okay. So I'm going to lightly give that a little more edge, and then just fan it out so it has a little bit of color reaching beyond that flower. Okay, and it doesn't have to be the whole thing. As you can see, I'm not doing the whole thing. Go back and add somewhere darker if you want. I really want to see if that stands out a little better. And you could use whatever color. You could make your swirls kind of a rainbow effect if you wanted, or add, you know, blue sky and a green bottom. It's really up to you. Okay, so then, look at how pretty that is. Okay, so the next step would be to glue, and I just use the liquid glue that we have, and you really only need to go around, get it started. Come on. Of course, I just used it, it worked fine. So I'm just going to kind of go around this area, and maybe hit a couple of these, like so. Okay? Then we carefully pick it up, because we need to line it up however is best for you. Don't push it together too fast before you get it where you want it. Come over just a little more, please. It's not as much glue time as you'd like sometimes. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so then we're going to take it and, oh, hold on. Before I do that, I want to attach the card base to that piece. Then I'm going to glue it on. So just trying to save a little step of watching the glue process, because who wants to watch paint dry, right? Okay. Now we've got to center this onto our card. However is best to do that. I'm going to hope for the best. Jiggle it around. That looks pretty good. Okay. Isn't that pretty? It does give a little bit of thickness here. That's okay. And if you have some going over the edge, just turn it off. And then we need some words. So I stamped out thinking of you. And I used, oh, and what this came from, sorry, I didn't show you my stamps I used today. This is the stamp of the month, and it is S2306 for June. Really nice. And then the words I got from D2162, the leafy backgrounds and sentiments. Thinking of you, there's lots of nice words on here. And that might have even been pretty. Just try things, okay? So I've got this, and we could raise it up. We could put it down flat. I think I'll raise it up. Hold on, let me find my tape. And since there's holes, I mean, it doesn't matter because it's just flat, but I'm going to use this thinner tape, and it does, you can just rip it. A lot of people like to cut it. And I'm going to stick it right where I want it. Peel that extra backing off. And I don't want to lose that. I don't want to cover up the edge. So I'm just going to, you know what I like to use? My tweezers. And then you can see what I'm doing. Try to show you what I'm doing. Maybe not. Alright, let's just wing it. I like to line up my grid paper and my stamps and fairly straight. And down we go. There we go. So, you could add bling to this if you want. Let's see, I'm just looking through. Some gold would be pretty. Some black would be pretty. Honey butter would be pretty. Here's the gold. Let's see if we like that. So I love that the carrier sheets are clear because you can just see if you like it. I think I like that. Maybe some black. Hearts would be good, thinking of you. Those are kind of good. Let's see about the yellow. And what's nice is you get 3 different shades of yellow, and what I did was I just wrote, I looked in the catalog and I wrote what they were. Honey butter, Sundance, and nectarine. So honey butter, Sundance, nectarine. So even if you wanted to go with this little darker of the Sundance rather than the honey butter, I think that would be good. This adds a little too much orange. I kind of like that one. So I think I will use that. Get rid of the rest of these. And I like to put them 2 going this way and 1 backwards, so that way no matter how I put them in my container, I can see a little bit of them instead of just the back. So just a little tip. Alright, and I need my pokey tool, also known as the piercing tool. And let's see, where do we want to put some dots? Gotta make a triangle. And I gotta stand up. I'm not sure where I want these. And I'm not even sure I want to start with that one. Let's start with a medium. Oh, there would be kind of cool. Set that down gently. Looks like I need to buy some more of this color. Come back here. Oh my goodness. Sometimes they're just so hard to pick up. And so I'm thinking of a visual triangle, so I'm going boom, 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 or 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I like it in the middle of there. And then, so we got 1, 2, 3. Could be this way. Could be this way. Could be this way. So it's wherever you want to put it, and I'm having a difficult time, aren't I? I think I might put it. Anybody have a clue where I should put this? Don't want it to be a line. Kind of like it in the middle of the flower. Let's do that. There we go. Sorry it took so long to do that. That was torture, wasn't it? Watching paint dry. Alright, so if I have time today, I've got a lot going on. I'm going to be painting my bathroom. I'm also going to be going out and getting some strawberries so I can make some strawberry jam. So if I get a chance, I will do another one, maybe with a different folder. And so look for the bonus project today or tomorrow, and let me know what you think, and if you want to try it, I'd love to see what you do. Have fun, everyone, and ta-ta for now. See you next Friday, or see you Monday if you're coming to card class.